Over the past 3 decades, Hanford has made important strides in cleaning up the contamination left from plutonium production processes. Dennis Faulk and John Price share the progress made stopping the waste discharge to the soil, cleaning up the 300 area where fuel manufacturing operations took place, and the 100 area where the reactors are located.
A decision was made pretty early on to take care of all the groundwater under the Superfund program, and the state was agreeable to that. And then we took down a lot of old buildings using the Superfund process also. It's a different part of the Superfund process called removals, but again, very effective. The other thing about the cleanup that most people have lost is probably the number one thing we did in the early 90s was turn off liquid waste discharges to the soil. It's pretty hard to clean up groundwater if you still got millions and millions of gallons of contaminated water continuing to recharge it. So by about 1995, all the liquid discharges outside of one or two septic systems had been turned off. And that really, if you look at Hanford cleanup, it got started in earnest about 1995. So just about every plant was discharging waste. They weren't operating, but they still had cooling water that had to go through them. Of course, large septic systems. Hanford is a big city, well, 20,000 people. So again, all that infrastructure, water still had to happen. They built 2 treatment facilities, one in 200 East and one in 300 area. So those processes that still had chemicals in them and radionuclides actually went to treatment facilities, and then the water was injected in a site where it wasn't contaminated.
And then I think from about 2000 or so, maybe the mid-1990s until about 2010, there was really a big focus on cleaning up the Columbia River corridor. And I think that's been a tremendous success, and I give Dennis Faulk a lot of credit for that. When we started in 2000, there were 50 radioactive waste burial grounds just along the Columbia River corridor, and there's another 25 in the middle of Hanford. But out of those 50 along the Columbia River corridor, all but 1 have been cleaned up now, and that's a huge success, because in the long term, leaving radioactive waste in burial grounds, less than a half a mile from the Columbia River, and in what's a national monument now would not have been a good idea. In the long term, people and animals would have gotten into them, and geologic processes would have taken place, and eventually, some of that waste would have gotten out into the environment. So that's been a huge success.